Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by my channel. Today we're doing Trash It Tuesday, and I'm working on this little journal right now. This is the trash folio part that I have been working on, and we'll continue with that. But first, this was that little booklet that came in, and we did this weaving on the back here. And then on the front, I just put some scrap papers that I had and covered it. So now I'm going to sew in the spine. I'm going to sew in this binding on this journal. But I wanted to do something kind of fun. So let's see. I'm just going to put this here to hold it down temporarily. Actually, I think I'll set this over the top. This closes, and then when we get ready I'll mark that. But I saw a technique, well, I looked for it because you know, the 3-stitch what is that called, pamphlet stitch, or you can do 5, or I don't know, but I thought I saw somebody just do a sewing stitch, and it really was hard to find something like that, but I looked it up this morning, and I'm going to try this new pamphlet stitch on this book. Now, I went to the thrift store, and they had a whole basket full of beads that were free. So I call that trash. And I thought I would take this apart and get some of these little stones out, like rocks, I'll show you, and put these on the spine in the back. So now I will try to find the link to the person who did this binding system. I mean, I should have it in my history, so I'll try to remember to link it. Oh, I knew that was going to do that. I like my little board here, too, I've got. Oh, these beads came off really quickly. Usually it's kind of a struggle. I get these things and I never use them. These beads and stuff, how can you resist? Plus, I like this little closure on this end. So I'm going to save that for something. Okay. So, let me get out some of these. Oh, those are stuck together. You know what? I think, let me see here. I think I have, yeah, I knew this thing was for something. I think it came free with something and I never use it. So, let's see. I don't know if I want to use all different colors or just one color. I don't think we have any purples. Oh yeah, we kind of have a little purple, but green is a good one. Green and maybe let's see, these. Whoops. Oh, it doesn't want to stick. How about black? I don't know how many we're going to need. Probably not that many. Okay, that should be good. Here's another green one. Whoops. All right. I don't think we need purple. Okay. And I don't think I want blue. I think I'll stick to 3 colors. Green, black, and that goldish color. There's another black one. And there's another. Let me see if there's another green one. Okay. So yeah, I thought those were fun beads, and between all this other stuff I'm not crazy about, the pearl parts are very kind of stained or dirty or something. So I'm just going to put this little lid on here. Okie doke. So now, I did 3 times the thread. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough or not, but we'll see. So I'm going to mark this. This is obviously not the same size as the book that she did, but, and I could not figure out if it was even. In other words, it looked like she had 10, well, I don't know if they were, I think she had 10 spots, but I'm just going to go from the end of this, and then I'm going to go 1 inch, because it's kind of like a running stitch. And I hope this works, because I've never tried it. I was going to try it, but I spend so much time trying things that I don't get anything done. All right, so now here's, oh, we need to poke the holes first. And I put this poster board up here. It actually does wipe off if I get ink on it. So I thought I'll use that for the moment. Okay, so we're going to go and poke. Actually, I was going to use this guy because it works better. Okay, and then here. Okay, so now, after this video, I probably won't be able to do another Tuesday because the month will be over, unless I want to carry on to the next month, but I thought I would just finish it up and do the drawing and a flip through the next Tuesday, which is the 31st of October. So this is the one you need to comment on this video. So all you have to do is just say hi. Doesn't have to be complicated. All right. Now I'm going to have this tie is going to be on the inside. This first part here. Okay. And then the next one is going all the way back to the top. I'm going to try to lay these down a little bit. I hope I can still see them, but I don't like them poked out the opposite way. All right, so see if I can remember how she did it now. All right, like that. Okay, so now I don't think it matters if it's the bottom or the top, so don't worry about that. Now we're going to come up through the next hole. I never thought about it, but I wonder if these beads, if this is too thick for the beads. So then we're going to put a bead here. Please, oh darn, they're too thick. Okay. Shoot. Well, that works, but then I'd have to rethread it every time. I wonder. It just may take a little longer. I could have used skinnier thread. So now you're going to go over the one that, the long one that you put all the way down the page and back into the same hole. And let me get my pliers because this is tougher than I thought that was going to be. Oh my goodness, come on. Really easy. Oh, okay. Now, our bead should be sitting on here, but it's not really, because it's not a round bead. I'm going to pull this way. All right. This has to be kept tight. Okay, so let's go down the next one. Inside here, through this. And for some reason I thought that might work. Okay, so I think what I'll do is pause the video and do these because you have to watch me rethread every time. And I think you get the idea, and then I'll come back. I feel like maybe I'm going through the wax thread. Look at this. Jeez. Okay, so I'm going to pause and then I'll come back. But you get it where you just, you know, do that one tall line up, and then that's where you're going to put your beads. Now you don't have to put a bead. You can just wrap your thread around this like couching and make a knot if you want. We could have put a bead up here too. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, so I'm going to put you on pause and then I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. So I've got them all in here. It was kind of a struggle because this thread is way too thick. I have some new thread, but I was hoping to kind of get rid of this one. It's wax thread, but it's just a little bit too thick. So now I'm at the last hole, and I could add a bead there and go back to the inside. Even though this is the end, the bead would hold it even that I'm in the end, I could still, you know what, I could tie that like that. That might work. Okay, let me put a bead in here. I was going to, let's see, what do I need? Amber green, black, amber green. We'll go black. Let's see. I was going to say, because this is the last stitch, I could maybe just tie this off right here. It would have been nice if I had realized this. I would have put in a bead up there too, but it's like a little too late, so it's okay. But I think I'm just gonna tie it right here. Normally you would take that bead, that thread and go back through the hole. But let's just tie it off right here. And if I made my tails longer, like, I could have put a tie or something, but I'm not going to. So let's just leave it at that for the moment. Okay. All right, so that signature is sewn in. I wonder if I should have just tied it off. The way she did it, she just wrapped it underneath this one and then tied a knot, and it still had one string. But I thought this would be kind of nice if you could tie. Oh, I just threw the beads back in here. Now, can't pick those up. Oh, shoot. That might be kind of, it is sort of cute. How about if I just, one thing about making trash to treasure is you can try things that you wouldn't want to do on a special journal. But once you can try it, then you know you can do this on other journals. I just, you know, I don't know what it is when you get older. You just can't tie anymore. Okay, I think that's cute, actually. So that'll keep that from falling off. All right, so now that actually goes that way. Okay, so now, I mean, I could decorate this. We could put a pocket in here. We could decorate that. There's plenty of stuff. That's just this little guy. And I need to go back and do some gluing. But when you think about it, this is going to be a whole little journal of its own. And you can take it out and use it for whatever you want. Okay. All right, so let's figure out next what we can do. So I cleaned up my desk yesterday because I am trying to put things back because I just get so much stuff out. Okay, all right, so that's that. I always pulled that up wrong. Okay, so now let's see what's the deal here. Okay, I haven't really worked on this since I need something for the cover here. Now, one of my subscribers mentioned I was trying to put in the last journal, which I need to do a flip through on that. It's done. The fall journal. And it was real thick like this, the one little pocket we made with the 12 by 12 paper. And she said that, you know, you could put a belly band to hold it in. And I was going to go like this. Well, now I have beads, and the only reason I did that is because I knew I was going to change it to a belly band. But, so right here, I was trying this, but because I didn't know if I needed to fold down, fold that down so that there's a little bit of room. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to cut this off. Let me just slide it under here. cut this edge off because I was going to use it to hold in the little journal, but it's too thick. So we don't need this part. And I thought it would make a nice little belly band right there. Okay, so then this part here, I will get some more paper and just cover that edge. Okay, so if this is going in here like so, see, I need to make this have enough give to work. And I think I've got at least a 1/2 inch on each end. And I'm just going to score it just a 1/2 inch. Okay, and a 1/2 on this side. And then we'll bend that down, and of course it's going to crack because it's old paper. Okay. So let's kind of center this. But by doing that, we're giving this a little bit of space. Let's just see how... That might not be big enough. Let's see. I don't know if that's going to work. I feel like it's too... Should have left more room. It's hard to tell if it's going to work because I have no way of clipping it. Let's try that. Okay. I think it'll work actually, because this is not going to be glued down, the top part, just the bottom. Okay, so that works. So let's see, I'm going to glue that down with, I guess I'll use art glitter. I'm going to poke this a little bit because the last time I used it, it gets that buildup on the inside. And so you kind of have to scrape it to get... Let's see if that works. Yesterday it was so warm, it got up to 76, but I was freezing all morning, and I am this morning too. But I just hate to turn on the heater because it's so expensive to heat this house. My heater is gas, and it doesn't matter. It's really hard to tell where the center is. I hope that's the center, because if it's not, or I mean straight. Yes, it's straight. All right. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit because it might be hard. Let's work on this. How much time did I spend? Because I wasted time on that. This binding, but it's cute. I think it's adorable. I might try that on the outside of my regular journals. Just cute. Okay, so here was this was the Tim Holtz folder packaging, and I want to put this on that. So I need to do it coming up from the back, so that these will go over the top. This is actually on here upside down, I believe. Goes this way. This is very rusty. But I don't know. I'm confused as to how I want to do this. I thought I'm going to have this sit inside. I'll glue these edges. And then if I don't cover this, if I don't glue it at all, then it could be removed. Or you could, lift it up. You really can't write on the back. But anyway, I want it to look like this. So these are just pieces of scrap paper that can be written on. Most of them. Okay. I guess I should ink a little bit. I don't know if I asked, but I hope everybody's well. I don't need to ink that one. I went to my granddaughter's play last night. It's Sunday for me right now. And it was a play about Sandy Hook. And it was an okay play as far as, the kids. They didn't do it much acting. They did, but it was mostly all like talking, conversation kind of acting. Not dancing, singing, and that. Because that's usually what, they did Chicago last year. So, anyway, this was about the aftermath of Sandy Hook. And if you guys remember, that was, I thought she said it, I don't know what year now, but I know it was December 13th when it happened. So the play was about the aftermath of the town. What happened after all this went. And if you can imagine, I think there was 20 of the kids were killed, 20 of them. If you can imagine what it would be like to live in this little tiny small town and have this kind of disaster, so the play really got to you. It made you think. I think that's what their purpose was. Hold on, let me get my little dusty, God, it's very dusty. See if I can get this in here correctly. This little thing I got at a thrift store, and it punches the distance of this. But I just have to make sure that everything is lined up, because last time I did this. I don't know that I want to go all the way. I'm trying to look at it sideways. I want to make sure I get all the pages and straight. Last time I didn't get it straight. I guess I'm supposed to be able to. Now I moved it. Just want a little bit of that edge to show on the card. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Just put that there for a second. And then I'm going to mark these holes so I can look. See, that's I just wondered if I should put it down or put it up. And I wish I could hear people say. Let's see how. Okay. I'm just going to put it right here. And I'm going to put it through the back. This is going to go. Oh, you know what? This isn't going to go. So, to punch it. I do not think this is deep enough, and yeah. Well, I could go with the same distance as the, I don't think even my, let's see if this makes it. I could go a little higher if I needed to. Yeah, I guess I'll just go a little higher. Lined up. All right. These circles off, them probably won't show, but you never know. Okay, so now this. Oh, wait a minute. I need to cover this. That's what I was waiting for. Okay, what am I going to cover with? This is not trash, but I think it looks good with this journal. I kind of like that. The only other thing I can call as trash is more envelopes, or I could use more of these pages. I have to remember the front. Hold on. goes in this way. Nope. It's always weird. This part is... Oh, I don't want that to be the front. It has to be. Or the book opens this way. Is that okay? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. So, this will be on the front of the journal. I don't know. I think that's probably okay. Why not? Okay, so let's... need to add something in here to lose some of that paper. Just get my glue stick. See how messy I am already? Because there's just when you're doing a video, it's kind of hard to take the time to put everything back. But I'm going to try to clean up before I leave the room as well. None of this is going to show, except I just want to make sure that the edges look okay. I covered up my hole. Well, it doesn't matter. I have to punch it again. Okie doke. That's going to be the front. Okay, let's just... I was wondering if I should rip it or... I think if I rip it, it would look better. I'm just going to see if I can... Oh, let's see. Let's go this way. This paper is from Pink Monarch Prints, and it's her kit. It's her subscription monthly, and you know, I've been doing it now for a few months because she gives you a lot, really, for the price, you know, 30 or 40 or some pages every month in ephemera, you know. It's just, you don't pick the theme. But I think that she keeps pretty much on track as far as themes go. In other words, this was October, so it's kind of a fallish look. But there's a bunch more pages. I just printed out these that I liked right now. And I think you can buy the bundle on in her Etsy. So if you don't want to, subscribe, of course you can always cancel your subscription if you don't like getting it anymore. I mean, I don't get anything free for talking about it, but I enjoy it and I want to share it too with everybody. Something that I think is worthwhile. I've been meaning to ask a question about using digitals. So I'll ask that, and you can put that in your comment. Just comment if you use digitals. You can put, yes, I do, or no, I don't. Or you could put sometimes. I just like to kind of get an idea. Yeah. Anybody's digitals. Doesn't matter. Just... okay. I like that. I don't know if it's going to stay stuck. Let's go back with some other stuff. Okay, now let's do our whole thing again. I probably could just... Did I use the... Yeah, I did. Can't remember what I did. Don't be like that. I don't understand the concept of... I thought I had it figured out how to get the... what do you call them out? The little circles out of this tool. Because my thought was if you go like that, they should fall out. Yeah. I guess they do sometimes. Every time this comes up, I push it back down when I know it needs some glue. The glue doesn't want to work now. All right. So now, okay, where's our little... I love using these little things. Used to use them all the time at work or school or somewhere. And it's probably rusted together. Hold on. Let's see. This has happened to me before. Okay, it doesn't want to move. I don't know if I have another rusty one. I'd have to go look for it. So I'm just going to set this on here for temporary. Those little notches would go over the top of these in the real world. Okay, all right. So now, here's our little journal. And it's going to have to probably go in this direction since the beads are on there. Let's see, that holds nicely. And then find something. Nope, that didn't hold so nicely. I wonder what would happen if I stapled it. Yeah, the paper's ripping off. I'm going to put a staple in here. I was thinking of doing that anyway. Not in camera, probably. Okay. I haven't covered this back side yet, so I'll cover the staples up. Cute. This is getting to look like what do you call it, journal? Tim Holtz stuff looking. Okay, so now that's going to go that way, and that's going that way. No, that's the front. Yeah, it's kind of weird how the brochure went. I have to glue that part back down. All right, so how much time? Okay, yeah, I'm about done. So I don't know what I'm going to put here. I might not put anything. I just, you know, it's kind of nice. I have some black die cut flowers. It might give it a little bit of style. This has to be covered. This is done. This is done. I'm not going to put anything under here, I don't think. Now over here we have our pockets. I don't know if I want that in there. That was from one of those other thingies. All right, so pair of scissors. I'm just going to cut this off a little. I can't. Oh, and this is going to go inside here, so we need to glue. Just gonna make sure we have enough room that the glue doesn't. I hope I have another one of those that if I don't, I'll change it out and I'll just do alcohol ink on it so that way it won't be rusted. Okay, so there I can make a pocket if I want a journal card. Don't want to get it too full because obviously I'm not going to be able to even close it. So in here I need a journal card. I need one in here. So I thought, because this was in that kit too, that I could put one of these in. I know know this is not trash, but we're putting this in trash because the envelopes are trash. Okay. I'll sew around this. I'm going to have to make it a little bit skinnier. Shorter. Still too tall. All right, I'm going to have to cut this down a little bit more, but we can put that in there. That'll show through. And what else? We have this pocket here. So I could use one of these in here after I trim it up. Okay. Because I think these are cool. And then for this one, I could probably just, let's see, maybe this postcard would fit in that. Yeah, that's a good journaling spot there. Probably need some little decoration on that. Maybe here. All right, guys, I think that's all I can do today. I hope you enjoyed this part of it so far. I like this, and I sure hope that's straight because it's so hard to tell. I guess it is. Just one thing could be crooked and it makes everything look crooked. But that's kind of a new fun binding, in my opinion. So maybe somebody will get something out of that. I'll try to remember to link that video. I think it was quite old. It's probably a very old video. And then I'll finish covering this cover part and this back part. Because I like these. Most of it in here was scrap paper, junk, or whatever. So if I use a little bit of something on the outside, it'll be okay. But the base is you know, from, I don't know how I'm going to get used to doing this. This. Okay, so this closes, then this closes. I don't, probably just wrap a tie around it. Alrighty, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.